in the bottom left. This is him returning to the scene. The guy who brought Korean broadcasters to tears because he won that WCG 11 years ago. It's ReMinD.
Our players' forces are under attack.
And in the upper right-hand side, the second most decorated player in WarCraft 3 history needs no further introduction. June Park, Lin.
And we have a Demon Hunter first here for ReMinD, so straying away from the current meta, which is to go Keeper basically every single game. He steals the experience and the item.
What?
Oh my god. And Sentry Ward, he actually drops down one. This is the ultimate snowball. Like, he got everything here. He gave Lin absolutely nothing. And that's a hard counter, by the way, to that creep route of Lin here that he just did.
If there was ever an exclamation mark to start a map, it's this. It's so hard to do with just right click against the backstep damage of Windwalk. Excellent timing by ReMinD. Hard counters this. 0 experience on the blade. Phenomenal start, man. Maybe that's the wind underneath ReMind's wings.
Yeah, I'm a little bit shocked. Like, I didn't think he was gonna get everything. I thought at least the item should go to Lane. It's so hard to steal an item against Lane. He's always one of the most perfect players with the positioning on that. And the defense against any kind of steal you would ever attempt here. Demon, what does he go for? Wait, the creep's actually going crazy. That was a double ensnare here on that grunt. The Murlocs. They wanted a piece of the action and they got it.
I think we have to rewind a little bit here, because this matchup, this is not normal of what you see in this matchup. Usually it's Keeper of the Grove, it's Entangle, it's Huntress, it's Archers against Grunts, Shaman, and all that stuff. Lots of tier 1, lots about expansions. But on this very map, and of course maybe in the old meta, it might be about talents. And this is what we're bringing to the table. And look at this, he's like a magnet for ensnares.
What the hell is going on? He could even try and catch this other one in the center if he bought boots or something. Usually if you go Demon Hunter, like we do see it sometimes, you'd go into talent, right? Like maybe Beastmaster second or something, Tinker third. But because he has a Hunter Soul and he's going Huntresses, I do think this is probably going to be lore play here out of ReMinD, which it just feels like old school, you know, like kind of out of the meta entirely, a strategy. The blade almost getting caught here. Dropped another sentry.
Barely out of range. Yeah, this feels like ReMinD wants just maximum confusion. What's this Trapper doing here, by the way? Hey, he's far away. Yeah, maximum confusion. Picking a first hero that you usually don't see, picking a creep route that you usually don't see, then a transition that you usually don't see. I'm not sure what to make of this.
Yeah, Lin should know the appropriate reaction. I think against Demon Hunt, like even a long time ago, you were always supposed to go Shadowhunter second. It was really only against, if you're sure it's Talons, that you would go TC, but obviously like there's been some changes then that would affect that now.
A player's force
and Blade is kind of looking on the other side of the map for these production buildings. It's a Keeper second, and the wall off on the Wisps. Oh my goodness.
It's excellent,
so well
right?
executed by ReMinD. Yeah, he waits for the Blade to walk out, and now he starts the buildings.
He gives him a slap on the back with the Ancient of War. Okay, lore's confirmed. Archer into Hunts into Dryads. Keeper second. I wonder if that impact is gonna be too high.
A player's
I mean,
forces
Lin is
are
probably
under
not going Shaman anymore. And then it's a very mana expensive Dispel. Yeah, Lodge confirmed. Totem confirmed. Maybe then Entangle can do something.
Yeah, and also like you can go Thorns because you know that you're gonna be facing Grunts, like a decent amount of them. So it's a decent chance we see Thorns later on as well.
Yeah, that's really good. Throws back melee damage. There's a lot of melee damage in the Orc army. Have a Wyvern.
Yeah, we saw how for Vision it can be really important to have a Wind Rider around your army because air units see further, and also like it's gonna do more damage than, you know, a Raider would, for example, to have a Wind Rider in there. Like they do quite a bit of damage, so even creeping becomes way easier for sure.
He's going Bears against Orc.
Yeah. Unless he wants to do like a super crazy mountain giant style, but I don't think so. Yeah, I think he'd have to go bears first here, probably. That demon's terrorizing Lane on the other side, by the way.
I don't want to rule out that he goes mountain giants. It's very, very hard to crack them as orc. Doable, but kind of hard still.
The Sim City by ReMinD is so incredibly good.
Yeah.
Like he walled off perfectly his wisps for them to be safe, but then they still can get out easily because sometimes, you know, you go for this and then the wisps get trapped. Shop, the most fragile building that he has is at the back behind the lores. Entry of Age. I'm so impressed with ReMinD. This is looking super clean. He's showing up for this prepared here today.
Absolutely. Bears it is. Okay, we got it confirmed. No super strange mountain giants. You were absolutely right, by the way. It feels like we have no time to talk about anything. That Shadowhunter progression is basically non-existent because of the harass of ReMinD. And this could be a very, very expensive last hit, and he gets it as well. Wand of Mana stealing, going towards ReMinD, and the experience too. I can't believe my eyes.
Yeah, ReMind's playing absolutely crazy out of his mind. That should be a sell, the one of mana stealing. He's actually keeping it for now. I think with the demon, it's a bit counterproductive. Yeah, there it is. He finally sells it to get quite a bit of gold for this. And now he's looking to secure his own merchant. Lin barely got any experience this game. He has a Blade 1.5 and Shadow 2.1.
Demon Hunter got the orb already. There was a quick tier 3. And he got another last hit. Dude, has he been playing Dota for the last 2 years? This is looking excellent. And Tangle to help out. Lin has to get something done here, and I think he did.
Yeah, he got both the experience, I think, and the item.
Blade is dead! Is he not? I think so! Slow! Dispel! Kill though! And the first hero is gone. It is mostly about the Shadowhunter in this matchup, and it's only a level 1 hero. But there's another Entangle. Entangle galore!
Oh my goodness. He's gonna get the Raider as well. Lin is getting absolutely wrecked.
Yeah. He has some mercy with this grunt, which is not really necessary, but not with this one here. Oh my, this is... Yeah, it's a crazy day today. Wyvern also almost taken out because the Demon Hunter can attack air with Orb then. And one unit after the next. This crowd control is absolutely massive. Thanks to Dryad Slow, thanks to Entangle. He was attacking 2 bears. The bears aren't even here yet.
I don't think ReMinD lost the units. I don't remember it happening. The archer from the start is still there. Hunt's finally going down now. Okay, Hunt is finally gonna fall. But other than that, ReMinD still going strong. The Shadowhunter in danger. He's fully surrounded. He's in reach of the shot, but I think he already used the potion here. Another Hunt is gonna fall finally.
The question is what's gonna die first, the Wyvern, the Shadowhunter, or the Raider. But so far, Lin is saving a lot excellently. He's doing the best he can. But to be honest, at this stage of the game, that's not much anymore. Blade Master dies for the 2nd time, and this army is bruised. And we got ourselves a winner in game 1, and that is ReMinD.
Crazy performance ReMinD with a Demon Hunter into bears, which nobody plays anymore. The funny thing is, ReMinD was already playing this before his hiatus, when also nobody played it. He loves playing Demon Hunter into bears, and perhaps Lin not expecting it so much. Especially on this map, it makes a ton of sense. Normally, the early game can be hard for the Night Elf when the Orc is keeping up the pressure with Blade Master and Grunts, and always use the heal salves to heal up quickly. But on Last Refuge, what do the Orcs do? They don't go for a shop. They only buy the circlet and then go into the middle. So already there, you can have great trading advantage when the Orc doesn't have heal salves. And the fact that he got that last hit, that almost won the game. The fact that he got level 2 right there and the item, that almost won in the game already. But ReMinD kept playing it very, very nicely and comes in with a very surprising 1-0 victory. However, now on the other maps, where the Orc is going to have a shop at the beginning to use heal salves, it's going to be a lot harder to make that strategy work.
Alright, just saying. Just fueling the Cinderella story. Last Refuge was Lin's map. How do you guys like the game plan of ReMinD to just not stick with the meta, make things confusing, put Lin out of his comfort zone?
That's what has brought him the most success. It was even the case in his previous match against Sok. You know, like he tried to play he tried to play standard, and then it wasn't working out so well, and he was like, all right, I guess I'll just do my own style. I'll play a lot more aggressive than he anticipates, and that's what worked out really well for him. Even against Thunder, like that game on Autumn Leaves where he just kept attacking into towers and stuff. Like, it's just his style is one of the best at it, and it makes it so awkward for the opponents to actually react to it. If we do see the appropriate reaction, though, there is a chance it might get shut down harder, and then he's gonna have a really difficult time. But in game 1, it wasn't there here for sure.
All right, we have map 2 coming up. That is Tidehunters, ReMind's first map pick. Lin, to be honest, looking a little concerned for his standards. It's very rare that we see him stressed in any sort of ways. Oftentimes super relaxed dude. But he can't be too relaxed if you ask me. 2-time top 8, okay, that's nice. 240 points, but ReMinD could surpass him actually with 1 top 4 finish in DreamHack. That would be unheard of. But okay, maybe that's just a fluke. Maybe that was just a bump in the road. We move on to map 2, and that is Tidehunters. ReMinD, shocking the world, spawning in the upper left-hand side. And Lin, fighting uphill from the very beginning of this set, bottom right.
Yeah, let's see if ReMinD sticks to this Demon Hunter style here, or does he try and, surprise again? Like at this point, if you're Lin, you might be thinking that ReMind's going to be playing like this on almost every map. It almost would be a surprise if he goes keeper, and he does go keeper. So going back to the more normal meta, at least so far, like you never really know what units he's gonna make, but I do think this might end up being, the standard archer hunt style with the expansion. Against which Lin is just an absolute monster, one of the best out there. Lin, though, is not playing Blade Master. He's going Farseer this time around.
Yeah. Is that the counter to the counter? Did ReMinD think, okay, he's going Blade, then I'm gonna go Keeper this time to counter him, and Lin anticipates this going Farseer.
Player's forces are under attack.
Hard to say, but a Demon Hunter would have been okay, I guess, but it's gonna be a very different game. Lin has displayed some Farseers already in this matchup, so did Focus on this map, on Autumn Leaves, for example. It is playable, but you have to keep up a lot of pressure in the early and mid game.
Yeah, I think I've seen Lin play Farseer before against somebody that was trying to go Bears, and then he did like the perfect push at the perfect time with exactly enough just before the Bears were really gonna kick it into gear. So perhaps he was trying to counter that style. But he starts to shop, ReMinD. Actually want to keep that. That SimCity again. Oh my goodness. I'm so amazed by how good this base looks and like how safe it is. But no, this was just for a little bit of a trick. He starts an additional Moonwell here instead.
Yeah, the 21 supply trick for the Night Elf. Move a Wisp into a tree. Then the Wisp disappears and you build another one, and then you cancel the building. Then the other Wisp comes back, and then you have one more than allowed. Pretty much like the drone trick in StarCraft, I guess. First Entangle used here. That means no Treants. Wisp juggling. Not on point here. Losing one.
You could have locked that front in with like a building or something on the right side.
It's very stressful. And this is
That's
now
what you
ReMinD
said.
out of his comfort zone. Yeah, but it's also a lot of mana. It does turn night soon. Lin needs to deny, and exactly that's what he does.
It's very important. That would have been level 2 otherwise.
Another Wisp down. That's excellent by Lin, man. As one-sided as game 1 was,
Are under attack.
could just be the same in map 2, but reverse.
Everyone's struggling a bit here with the Wisp control. Finally gets level 2.
Okay, finally some peace. But tier 2 is about to finish.
Yeah, there is no tech. Oh my god, he starts tech now.
Yep, that's late.
As Lin's tech is about to finish. This is a bit of a
Player's
disaster
forces are
here.
under attack.
You can see the difference. Like ReMinD playing this style, it's almost like it's not him, It's just, he's not a keeper player at heart.
Yeah, that kind of feels this way. But Lin also playing this Farseer excellently. A little overwhelmed maybe. And Lin shutting down so much momentum by ReMinD. It's like, okay, I'm gonna show you who the boss is, brother.
Oh yeah, the tech is just absurdly delayed now. And from there, like, Lin will know exactly, like, you know, how much to creep, if he should go for an attack at all or not. Goes for a totem,
Player's
so
force.
doesn't quite go for lodge. So he's thinking already about countering bears, which I think comes more easily with spirit walkers.
Yeah, that could be possible. Also, longevity of headhunters increases a lot with Spirit Link.
Actually, like, I wonder, like, if it is mass archer hunts, then shamans would be better.
Town is under
Then shamans would be better if you have to face this mass tier 1 army without lightning shield, without purge.
A
It's
player's
kind of
forces
brutal.
are under attack.
But without an expansion, it's also hard to do mass tier 1. And ReMinD is in no position to go for an expansion at the moment. Wisp's hurt again. This wolf harass, man, it's not supposed to do that much damage.
It would be crazy if he has a hard read and he's like, oh, I know it's gonna be bear, so I know you. And then he's right. Shadow 2 hasn't picked a skill yet, by the way, which I really like. I feel like sometimes people overcommit. They think they always have to go hex or something. Maybe waiting a little bit and making sure you know what you're facing is gonna be important.
Yeah, I agree. On some camps or on some maps, it's super important to go hex first to creep a certain camp, or you feel under pressure, so you have to go for serpent wards. But neither of that is the case here. That camp is so easy. There's no pressure at all. And with the fear of being hexed, ReMinD immediately TPs out in a state where usually these headhunters should be threatened, but absolutely not.
And it is Lors here.
It is Lors.
This choice of the totem is quite amazing now. Like, Shadow is already gonna be level 2 here in a second. ReMind's not even creeping much. He didn't move his Enchanter for to anywhere.
Yeah.
He was making hunts this whole time, so ideally he would have loved to have that already at the lab, you know, ready to creep for the panda, but now he doesn't.
A player's forces are
Exposing
under
himself quite a bit. Lin knows exactly what's up, and of course he knows his objective in the middle of the map. Good experience on the snapper. No chain lightning here to prevent anything. Maybe he can hex the panda so there's no experience. Not in time though.
The expansion should be starting after that burrow over there by Lin. Getting that on location, interesting.
Huh.
So he can be out of 51 supply.
Yeah, Lin,
Also
one of,
gets the
Lin, one of the players who's always super greedy with expansions in almost every matchup. Whenever he sees the slightest possibility for a second base, he goes for it. Sometimes throwing games because of it. But this time, I think it's very much justified. Walker has arrived. A little bit of magic damage. Spirit Link online. Panda only going for these small camps. Not brave enough to approach anything big.
Player's forces are under attack.
He needs that to get that panda level 3 ASAP here. Which, on the other side, we went for healing waves, so there is not going to be any serpent wards to work with. So that's something that's going to be missing against a ReMinD that's massing dryads. That could be the plan here. He saw that there was hex. He's like, okay, you only... Now you have to choose between healing wave or serpent wards, but you cannot need both. So I'm going to go mass dryads. Your hex is going to be completely useless, and then I'm going to do well. The steal here is going to be there.
Oh, entangle.
Tell us.
Freeze him with the adept walkers. Gets rid of that entangle. Yeah, but... don't you get wrecked by mass headhunters then?
Yeah, it's gonna be hard, but it's not... I mean, there's not really mass. There's 4 of them. I guess the 5th one and a Kodo on the way here. This is a pretty bad time for Lin to get into a fight. He probably should just pull back, creep his lab,
Player's
and
forces are under attack.
just wait for the expansion finish and come in handy. But actually, like, he doesn't want to let the panda... I think he sees the panda level 1. He's like, okay, I don't want you to get free. He's just playing ultra aggressive right now.
Yeah, the Panda is gonna be the hard carry for ReMinD. There's no doubt about that. Drunken Haste, Breath of Fire is the main source of damage. He's also super tanky, but he's under-leveled. Lin knows this, of course, and keeps the pressure on. Has the thumb on ReMinD. Focus Fire on that Walker. Unfortunately, only magic damage can target them in ethereal form, so not much that ReMinD can do about this.
Yeah, Healing Wave's level 2 here, so amazing. Severe out-leveling here.
Yep.
In Lin's favor in this game.
Very cool to see this reaction by Lin. This adjustment. Breath of Fire, okay, starting to stack up, but that's an easy solution in terms of heal scrolls. Heal Wave, of course. Running out of steam a little bit, but that should be fine. Even the Kodo, I was about to say, gets the snack against Dryads, which would be a little unheard of.
A big Wisp connection here actually found the perfect detonate on all the Spirit Linked units. Mana push shouldn't be in both here. ReMinD trying to get the hold against this big army inside of his base.
Oh man, but the Focus Fire against Dryads is absurd. It's almost an insta-gift. But okay, he's taking Headhunters out. He's taking damage off the field. Chain Lightning, 9 HP. Almost getting the kill here, but the staff was ready. But I guess on the back of an expansion, going for a push like this, but this is not even your final form. This screams for game 3.
Yeah, you could just TP out if things get too dicey. This Shadow Hunter, by the way. That guy's a DPS hero, look at him. 12 Talas, Circlets, Claws +5, he hits for +13. He's been wrecking those Dryads numbers.
Not bad. ReMinD is getting a couple of more kills than I initially expected him to, but he's also investing a lot into potions. Here's the next one. Maybe Lin is overstaying a little bit longer than necessary, but if you have double income and you know you're running away in experience, then hey, why not? Now Town Portal's out as he got that Dryad, 3 XP in the stomach! Can't even save him by burning a hole into that Kodo's flank. So, an amazing distraction push by Lin that almost ended the game.
Yeah, that was honestly super well executed here. This whole attack, as soon as he identified the Panda was level 1, he's like, okay, well, I'm never letting you go here. And he just stayed on him. Did lose some units, but the Panda is only 2.5 now, so it's not even getting super scary, like to the point where he's close to level 3. And even with level 3, I mean, there is Healing Wave level 2. He's carrying double Healing Scroll. He has a Mana Potion. Lin looking like himself here in that game number 2, that is for sure.
Oh boy, Lin looks like one of these billionaires who fly to space at the moment. He can afford everything.
I was like, where are you going with it?
You never know where things are going with me, Todd. He's giving ReMinD some time, but it's not that he's waiting for tier 3 and double orb. And he's close to big levels. Not really. Trying to counter the Wisp with a Chain Lightning. Decent, I guess. The Keeper's under so much trouble again. One more Chain Lightning will end him, maybe. Maybe the Focus Fire is just enough. Scroll of the Beast. Yeah. This is just overwhelming Orc. GG.
Very clear victory here for Lin. There was no question who was going to win this game after like 4 minutes. Against this new Farseer style, ReMinD was lost. Like I was lost at 7 years old when I lost my parents at Toys R Us and started crying and had to go to the register. That's how lost ReMinD was right here. There is some adjustments you can make here. You can creep both camps at the start right away to get level 2 on the Keeper. Instantly, creep 1 with the Treants, creep 1 with the Ancient of War, and don't go Hunter Soul. Absolutely do not go Hunter Soul. You have to follow up with your own fast tech, otherwise you fall way too far behind. So some mistakes here and there by ReMinD, and Lin tying up the series.
That is absolutely the case. Are you sure you got lost, or did your parents put you so... let's discuss this in a break. We're back after 3 minutes. back at DreamHack. You know what time it is. It's time for game 3. Who claims match points? The legendary Lin or the legendary ReMinD?
Yeah, we've had 2 very one-sided games here so far, so hopefully map number 3 is going to be a little more closely contested. We're going to go to Concealed Hill next, where a keeper seems pretty likely. You could go Demon Hunter first. ReMinD loves that playstyle, but it's very hard to level him up on. It's quite easy to fall behind against the orcs creeping right off the bat, and it also feels like kind of the jig is up now. Lin knows Demon Hunter is a possibility and will be reacting accordingly, but I would assume we're going to go back to standard. We're going to put the crazy town back in the box, and we're going to go back to Keeper plus Blade.
What about the crazy toys out of the box, Remo? What were your favorite toys at Toys R Us? I must know.
All right, listen. Beyblade was absolutely amazing. Other than that, GameCube, that was my shit back then, with especially Super Smash Bros. Melee, as far as pure normal toys go. Also like these little miniature, like, lions and those animals. I guess that's the ones.
Remo is a plushie guy.
No, they weren't. No, they weren't plushies. They were like miniature. I don't know what they're made of. It was like almost like synthetic rubber or something.
Ah.
Don't you know those ones?
I know.
They're like
I
small.
know. I still think you're a plushie guy to this day. So Remo, take your break.
Yeah, no, wait. No, listen, I'm a
We have a
furry.
game
It's something
here.
else. It's something else.
We have a game here. There we go, everybody. Taking map 2 and spawning in the upper right-hand side is Lin for the Horde, and one of the 3 Night Elves remaining in this tournament. All 3 from Korea, by the way. Spawning in the bottom left. Winning map 1 is ReMinD. What was your favorite toy, Todd?
Honestly, I don't even remember.
I never had one.
Yeah, I don't think I even really. I just know I was into consoles from a very young age, so that was always what I was more focused on than actual plastic toys or whatever. Yeah, you joking me or what? PC Master Race, man.
I had a lot of Power Rangers and Turtles toys. I remember that one. Anyway, ReMinD goes for Night Elf's favorite toy, that is the Keeper of the Grove.
Yeah, a little surprising. I was almost expecting a demon here out of him, but I guess he wants to keep on trying this way. As always, there's a little bit of that gamble with the build order here. Do you start the Hunter Soul early or not? Like, is there a fast here? Both sides taking a little bit of risk, but it is going to be the Blade Master with a quick shot here this time around.
So we have the 3rd different opening in 3 maps. I really like that. First we had a Demon Hunter, then we had a Farseer. Now this is the most standard that we've seen so far. This is the meta. This is what everybody plays. What curveball has ReMinD prepared for us here? Because I don't think he expects to win a straight up one-on-one against Lin just yet after being back 2 months. Feels like he has some special things prepared somewhat down the road here on this map.
Yeah, it's very curious to see exactly what he goes into, because he has an opportunity to play standard, like on Concealed Hill. Yes, he could try lores again, but last game, I mean, it was obviously a different build, but Lin looked super ready to face that style very successfully. And I think in general, he knows very well how to play against Elf. Like that first game, it almost feels like it was a complete mishap from start to finish. Like as soon as that creep got stolen and there was level 2 against 0 XP Blades, he was always going to be in big trouble.
Yeah, this will obviously not happen here. As we can see, halfway to tier 2, good circlets, good pimpin'. Can he prevent this last hit on the Limb Creeper? Ah, good control by Lin. Goes into Windwalk, wants this tome. A little bit of extra damage here and good experience on the Blade. Not so good experience on the Keeper, but he got Treants, he got Entangle. It's decent. But not as nearly as good as game 1 was. But also not nearly as bad as game 2 was. So we're kind of halfway.
Let's see what this keeper can achieve here. There's no protector attempt. There was a wisp nearby the orc base, which was chased away by the grunt, and we do see like Lin checking around his base here for a protector if there were to be one.
Yeah, man, he's not getting fooled at all by anything. There's no trick in the book, apparently, that Lin has not seen yet. Pion was moving out, gets intercepted immediately. Interesting. And on the other side, Lin is roaming around, looking for Night Elf expansion, which is just not happening yet.
I think Lin may have been scared that there was a protector going on, or maybe being made nearby, because he staffed back home after checking that there was no tree down there, and he immediately windwalked. So I think he thought that this aggression meant there was maybe an AP, you know, like maybe in the spot that we saw Moon make it, like right under the barracks.
Yeah.
Before, and he's looking to defend now.
Yeah, that would be the normal thing to do, but with ReMinD, what's even normal?
Anything that's not normal, I guess.
True, very true. Tier 2s are finishing, especially for Lin. It's gonna be super important to get the Shadow Hunter out and level him. Oh, that healing was cancelled, I guess. Not 100% sure if he dodged it or not. No?
Player's force.
Yeah, we can see the salve, yeah, still active.
I thought
barely like
maybe reapplied it.
He would have cancelled Windwalk if
That is very true.
Oh snap!
He has no mana. The creeps are fighting against him too. Boom! That was quite a bit of experience here for ReMinD. Lin.
That's level 3.
Maybe oh yeah. Miscalculating things a little.
And look at this, he has Staff of Teleportation up. Ooh. He's gonna run home, drop the circlet, click on 3 Moonwell, Staff on the other side of the map, and say, get the hell out of my game.
Well, we'll see how Lin fixes this now. No hero out. Expo coming for ReMinD. I mean, there's a hero out, Shadowhunter now.
He has Ultra Vision. Oh my god, he sees the shadow, but the shadow doesn't see him. The chase is on.
We got
the shadow is dead.
Alchemist coming.
Where's he going even?
But he has no crowd control. There's also no Wisp to block.
Yeah, but
this is buying so much time.
If he lands the Entangle, even from afar, it's the easiest round of his life. Okay, so the Shadow knew there was going to be a tree, because that's what good players would do after killing a Blade. They would always drop down the tree here. And this Shadow is on an escape mission here.
Yeah, I think this
Look at this guy, Grand Theft Auto.
I think this is absolutely genius by Lin to keep everything safe, because he knows if he moves out to creep with the Shadowhunter, he's gonna find me, he's gonna wreck me. So he had a little bit of an advantage when it comes to like distance, so he moved south. ReMinD can't catch up, he's getting baited by the Shadowhunter, and now all this time where the Blade Master was dead was pretty much for nothing.
This is so weird. Like 2 heroes like this out on the map just running around. I mean, usually if there would be Hex, it would make sense, but he's actually gonna get a cancel on the second Enchant of War. There is only 1 staff. He put it on the Shadowhunter, so if that gets entangled, he can actually just staff out. The blade can walk out of there. The Wisp.
Man, this Lin Wyvern. This could be the beginning of a turnaround. But the Expo is up. I mean, the tree is up, not the Expo yet. He's causing some trouble in the main. With that Wyvern, can still pull it to the army to creep. But he has to keep ReMinD busy and maybe overwhelm while he's getting attacked by turtles in the main.
Yeah, actually, that was weird. Lin ran his units into those turtles, like on their own. For a moment, Blade needs to be careful here. It's actually gonna go on very fast. Like, I'm surprised ReMinD doesn't have a dust yet. And the Shadowhunter, what is this? Level 1 Shadow cancelling the Ancient of War again.
This looks like it's not much, but it's actually so important to keep production down. And that is why ReMinD cleans this up. I like it. Not chasing again. Kill the 2 Serpent Wards. Make sure your second engine is coming up.
What a weird game.
Yeah, this is unlike many Night Elf vs. Orc games. Like this aggressive Shadowhunter, when do you ever see that?
Well, usually, like, you know, if there is Hex, but not against Elf. You know, like against Human, against Undead maybe, but not against Elf, you would see this kind of move out.
Again, ReMinD a little slow with the Wisp, losing 2. That should not happen. Shop getting cancelled. And he's taking tier 3 before the expo is even up. Wow.
I think, yeah, ReMinD fully realized that the expo, like, for Lin, it was non-existent here, that he's quite a bit ahead. So he's like, okay, I can actually comfortably go into tier 3 myself. And that might prompt him to stay on the 50 supply as well, to bank a little bit of gold.
Player's forces are
I'm
under
really
attack.
not sure where this is going. Okay. Attack upgrades. So far, it's only Hunts and Archers. It is, of course, super strong, whatever Night Elves get on tier 3. Whether it be Orb, or Staffs, or Marksmanship, or everything.
Sentinel! Oh my god,
way.
the blade.
Not again. This is
He should be able to
play.
walk out.
But there's
If he
another
had-
entangle. Ooh, there must be another Sentinel to the right. Can he throw one? Throw that oil. Owl.
Nice, too far. If there was dust, he'd be dead.
Yeah.
A big mistake. Like, ReMinD definitely should fix that right now and buy dust. He could creep the small Murloc camp and get Alchemist 3, but it looks like he's more interested in stealing that lab on the right-hand side. Look at this. He's about to be blocked by a ship. Okay, now he walked out. We're good.
Wyvern come in for a little more harass. He sees that coming, of course. There's not too much he can do about that at the moment. Maybe distributing some archers to that position. Creep up, get that level 3. He has a lot of mana, so this alchemist will be very powerful. But same problem for ReMinD. After having struggle and getting that second engine of war up, now he has trouble getting that shop up, and he's gonna arrive on tier 3 without orb.
Maybe Lin should sell Talisman of Evasion. I don't know if he's gonna keep that for the blades. I guess could come in a little handy. But this alchemist being level 3 with a greater mana and Penance of Energy, that's so much mana potential for like all the healing he's gonna need in the fight. Actually, he hasn't selected Healing Spray or Acid Bomb level 2 yet. Maybe thinking on it.
I think it should be Acid Bomb. It's just so good. Depends a little bit on armor upgrades as well, but Lin is already on the way to 0-2.
A player's forces
He's
are
an
under
Healing
attack.
Spray, I think. Keep everything alive better. Because you have so much damage already, like that. What you need to add is sustainability.
You know what's
Your
better
army.
than damage? Even more damage. It's my way of playing.
Yeah, but you're undead, so.
Yeah, but I also played
I've
that
seen
in
those
the army.
Carnovas, you know, like.
Yeah. We had some
Against
good
Castle and
Carnovas.
Bidou.
Exactly, we had some good Carnovas there. You helped out with Stormbolt as
forces are
well.
under attack.
That's my type of game.
Sure. This guy's got caught. Alright. Blade Master getting caught again. Gonna win walk immediately. There's no more Sentinel, I believe. He used all of the one from the hunts that he had. And he staffs the Alchemist back home. Dust, finally.
Yeah.
Okay, he's ready. This time he's like, alright, do this one more time. I dare you to send this blade like this one more time, please.
You can fool me twice, but not thrice. Expo is running. Does ReMinD have Nature's Blessing? Not really. Didn't need it so far. Queued the tier 3 a lot earlier. Has the one orb up.
Fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice. I'm gonna buy dust.
ReMinD is posturing an attack, but he's waiting for marksmanship. That's gonna add a lot of damage. Draining some mana. I like that. You're gonna have pretty much free mana during nighttime if you use the staffs well, which ReMinD is totally capable of doing. And now the damage is there. We got marksmanship. Man, he really wants this blade, doesn't he?
Yeah, being a little conservative here, not quite going in just yet. That +2 attack is gonna be so insane with marksmanship as well. Like, those units gonna hit extremely hard. And I think the plan might be to just hit now. Look, he's bringing all the wisps.
What?
ReMinD as...
Whoa.
He doesn't have that much lumber, actually. I'm a little bit surprised he's bringing this many. But he has 64 supply, and he's like, okay, well, if I connect against the shamans, then you're not gonna be able to have any purge or lightning shields. And because he has the greater mana as well, there could be so many entangles that, you know, if you don't purge them, they're gonna kill a unit every time. Very, very easily. A lot of people thought that going into this match, Lin was gonna be the overwhelming favorite, but it looks like ReMinD might be able to go up 2-1 here in a few moments.
That would be unbelievable. So, how much mana is still there? A lot on the Shaman. I like that. Mana management looks good. And Lin is buying time. He was banking for quite a bit. He was waiting for his expansion. Now he's breaking upkeep. Production tab is constantly filled. And that is exactly the time he needs. I'm not too sure if ReMinD can still overwhelm him here. I guess he's missing his timing window, but we'll see about that. Wisps are coming in, getting blocked by the grunts mostly. He needs to reach this backline, but purges are over and over and over on these wisps. Now some connections come in. Lightning shield applied to 2 units, purges everywhere to get a little bit of crowd control in, to get these hunts out of the way, and the Blade Master's going ham in the backline.
And there's still double healing scroll here for Lin. He might be able to pull this off here. Grunt with landing shield going to the backline here. All of these archers are in danger. ReMinD struggling a little bit here, pulling back and defending. The keeper is getting targeted. Where's the healing spray? There it is. Can he stay alive? Entangle on the blade, and he's going to go for the target fire as well. There is not enough mana for a windwalk. The blade is going to tick down, perhaps. One last hit. Potion! Oh my god, 4 hit points.
Whoa.
He lives.
And of course, Lin did not go for a potion. Well, he had no gold, but probably calculated as well. What a fight by Lin. Pretty much perfect. And all of a sudden, this game is looking very good for the Orc.
He could creep the fountain if he sees that. He placed the shaman between him and ReMinD, and he sees that ReMind's not coming yet. He's like, okay, I got enough time to creep this fountain. It's so hard to engage into an orc at the fountain, even if he's still kind of creeping the fountain as well, because he's just going to be sitting there, getting all of the regen as well. So ReMinD, knowing that, instead chooses to secure the center, but gets only a Hammer of Valor for it. Not decided the best, but he's going to get some extra hit points.
Yeah, it's not that great. Robe of Magi, probably even better. I mean, it's a little survivability. Well, that's not what you want, really. Both with an Expo up, that usually goes in favor of the Orc. How many pickups can ReMinD get along the way? That Raider will not be saved. There was also a healing wave wasted.
And Blade about to secure the next scroll here for Lin.
Oh, that's huge.
Actually gets chased away. Oh my god, this is a big deal. There's only one scroll available. ReMinD steals it.
Okay.
So it's one scroll of healing each. The protection scroll for ReMinD is going to be amazing. He brings 3 more wisps. That's something that top elves do so extremely well. Wait, he brings 3 from the main, and he has 3 coming in from the expo as well. Last fight, I feel like the engagement could have been a lot cleaner, and he could have readjusted the positioning. Let's see if this time he's able to do that. That was also credit to Lin, who did a fantastic job moving his army around like he needed to.
He has a lot of consumables. Here we go again. Round 2. Heal spray immediately, not intercepted. Now comes the end snare. Lightning shield again, dodges out of that entangle. Focus fire has, of course, another carry here. The grunts are absolutely melting away against the archer focus fire. But how long can he keep this up? And when does he have to retreat? Wisps are coming in. Finally, what's he going for? Not against the shaman, really. Here they reach the backline. That was a beautiful one. Blade Master and focus fire once again. But the sustain is there.
Healing spray helping out so much here with these archers getting attacked. You see the grunts did such a good job getting on top of them. Kodo grabs the hunt, and actually the ensnare canceling the healing spray here very beautifully, but not much hit points left.
So fast
on some of these units on either side, and I think it might be a good time to trample.
Oh, okay, can't reach. Actually, the Hammer of Valor not too bad in that situation. But supply is even again. What a game between these two. I think there's not a single person on this world who would have thought that we have an 18-minute game 3 here. And this is not even match points for anybody.
Yeah, that's actually, these holes have been beautiful here for Lin. I gotta say, I'm super impressed. And he's getting close to level 4 on the blade and level 5 on the shadow. Those would be insane levels for him to be able to get. ReMinD, there's still quite a few camps on his other map. He could work on the lab, he could go for the fountain on the other side, but he's making sure first he replenishes his army in hit points before we have it in the next fight.
Always gotta be careful to not expose your base too much to Raider Grunt run-bys.
Players' forces are under attack.
You have to be on the map to get heal scrolls, ideally steal them. But this is also why Lin is positioning himself this way.
Go to the entangle here. Lightning shield. Oh, that forces the wrong reaction. He thought that was the real blades.
Uh-oh,
Lin
nice.
completely tricking ReMinD here with the illusion and lightning shield on it.
These hunts are not soaking up too much damage. It seems like it's too much at this point. Blade Master, though, has an Invo Potion, 7 seconds safety. Focused Fire does a lot, but Lin is always there with the healing. His micro is out of this world. This is not news, but this is just once again super impressive. Has to be mentioned. Raid is about to drop. There's the heal wave again. He just knows exactly what spell to use on what unit and when and how to win such a game. What a god.
Great comeback by Lin here, playing the late game beautifully. So hard to manage this kind of army with lightning shields, end snare, heal wave, blade master, invo potion, heal scroll. So many things to take care of there, but Lin looking like the god gamer that he is. And ReMinD kind of squandering a good position. He got the expansion up pretty safely, got tier 3 really early. And he stopped on 2 upgrades. Why didn't he get more wisps? Why didn't he get more upgrades? Why didn't he get a Potom and multiple orbs? If he managed to get up to 80 supply archers with Potom and 3-3, you know, 3-3 archers almost as impressive as 3-3 space marines. But he just stopped at 2-0 and was over aggressive trying to take out Lin early, but Lin will not be taken out easily or early.
Not like this. Yeah, third hero, second orb. Clearly missing. Okay then, one more break and then it's match points for the War Chief. get DreamHack open fall, and we got ourselves a 2-on-1 position. We start the day off with a 3-0, then we had a 3-1. Remo, you know I like my patterns. This means we must get a 3-2 here, right?
Absolutely could be. And you know, if the prophecy is to be fulfilled, this is the perfect map to do it on. Amazonia, the map that in the past always used to get vetoed by the orcs, now is in the pool for the Night Elves, doing them quite a bit of favors. Lynn leaves in the pool instead of Autumn leaves. And if there ever is a map for the Night Elves to win against Orc, it's this one.
Yeah, this is... if Northern Isles is the home turf of the Undead and Concealed is the home turf for the Orcs, then Amazonia is clearly where Night Elves feel the most comfortable. Super easy level 2, the easiest of all. And that means Entangle and Treants. And not only a super easy level 2, but also a relatively easy level 3. So yeah, ReMinD, you're facing elimination. We're all proud of your top 8 run already. But can you take this series one step further and go full distance into the deciding map, which is then Northern Isles? Or will Lynn close this out and advance into the semifinal against either Moon or Lorelei tomorrow? Let's wait and see. We got ReMinD on the upper right hand side in yellow, fighting for survival, and we got Lynn punching for a lot of EPT points here, 250, just one map away on the bottom left hand side, where so far we don't see a barracks, only a shop.
Yeah, this looks like a Blade Master that perhaps he will speed scroll to the other side of the map to try and harass with immediately, steal some of these important creeps, and pressure a whole bunch. And yes, you know, Amazonia is known for being hard for Orc against Night Elf, but we've also seen Fly really embrace that and say, okay, well, it's not the easiest map for sure, but it's very hard to expand, which Night Elves rely on a lot when playing against Orc. So you can definitely try and slow that down, be on the opponents at all times, and not let him creep that too easily. You see a peon here, actually.
Yeah.
Looking to bother.
He messes up the lightning shield with that! He gets purged! Yeah. Oh no! This is already a delay. This might buy time for the blade to rush over with speed scroll.
Oh, but ReMinD re-triggered it. The lightning shield's now on the archer. So well done. Because now there is almost no chance the blade can get there on time to like fully prevent this. And unless this peon is ready to carry and get some stills.
He's pulling the other camp as well. This is already a delay for sure. But ReMinD, not stressed out by this, man. I'm really impressed. It's so easy to get a little triggered, to get or to lose focus. But that's not the case here. But maybe he's losing focus of that rogue. Blade is coming in. Lasted level 2. Okay. But Lynn gets a little reward here as well with the slippers. A little bit more damage. But it can't prevent level 2 anymore.
Yeah, Slipper's the perfect item as well here to find for him. And to go for a Treant. Goes for the archer now. That might be a kill.
Oh no.
Oh, and he will get it. A little bit sloppy by ReMinD to let that happen. That was his one archer that he was, you know, gonna make this game like no more for a long time usually. Because he has to go into hunts.
Yeah. That's not too great. But okay, he still has a bit of map control with Entangle, with Treants. He can cause some trouble. There is a Wisp this time. Very close to the Orc base. Maybe, you know, if you don't have the necessary units, build a tower instead.
A player's forces are under attack.
I'm really curious exactly how this plays out here from now, right? Because both players, they want to start creeping a little more. And we've seen Orcs take a risk and kind of go for, you know, the Renegade Wizards at the Mercenary Camp trying to lock in this item early. But that's known by all elves now. So you're supposed to have some wisp around the map, which we don't really see in the top left and bottom right at the Mer camps right now. For ReMinD, picks up a mantle, great item.
Has good damage in general. Really like that inventory so far. Wait, is he doing that? He has no Windwalk anymore. Okay. ReMinD is moving the opposite side. Lynn realizes this immediately. and takes care of that mercenary camp. Shadow Priest, Berserker, Rune Bracers. That was big.
Yeah, Rune Bracer is going to be a sell here. You don't really need that against this, or in this matchup and against this composition. And the Blade Master now has slightly less experience than the Keeper, who's nowhere near level 3.
Player's forces are under attack.
Yeah, this should be level 3 for the Keeper by now. But the early game, not the greatest because Lin put so much pressure on him. Another pair of slippers, this time going for the Keeper. And Lin feels a little lost at the moment. Some time at least for ReMinD to catch up.
Priest, is there the Abolish quickly? You have to be very fast because that guy's very fragile, but he will make it back to safety here behind those burrows.
Yeah.
Second Abolish, a little late again.
Player's forces
Can he reach? Peon block? Wow, is enough to actually kill it in the end. So nice. Blade Master's back and he should be able to defend this. No level 2 Entangle. And Shaman Shadowhunter on the way.
Yeah, and ReMinD, what's gonna be his choice here in terms of what he goes for? This kind of feels like he's gonna go Lores here. He's up to 3 hunts. He uproots the Enchant of War. And we see a Demon second.
Wow.
Lores in the safety of the back of his tree, which is really quite cool as well. Like if Blade would go in, you know, you could easily trap him.
Yeah, and if he doesn't go in, this is a little protected from sight. It's also nighttime. Lin shouldn't see this too early without a bigger commitment. But man, his movement on the map's so good. He knows exactly, okay, man, you either do the green or the orange. I'm gonna be there. I'm not making your life any easier.
Yeah, Chelsea is starting immediately as well, so definitely looking to go into bears quickly here. There's not going to be any like massing of dryads or anything like that. And Lin, perfect scout. Look at this. He's actually going to go in.
Player's forces are under attack.
Okay.
Tell me he gets the cancel. What the hell?
Is he gonna get trapped? Mana burn?
Dust was out already.
Oh.
Okay, Keeper should go back.
Does he have a staff on the Keeper? No. Oh my. ReMinD, are you miscalculating this? He just wind walks out. Okay, the Keeper is not nearby. That was a massive loss for ReMinD. Of course, he got a little bit of experience. Now the level 2 Entangle. But Shaman are already on the way. He can't even do too much damage with that anymore.
Oh no. He's going to cancel again, maybe. That would be crazy. That would be actually too risky, I think, because he has no mana.
Yeah.
So ReMinD could just run home and then entangle the blade and then kill it. And Lin's not fly.
That's true. He lost his Blade Master a couple of times today, but it wasn't the end of the world. Okay, creeping starts. It's decent damage, especially with the Berserker here. And the Blade Master is, or seems to be enough to distract ReMinD from his mission of rising high. The Demon Hunter really not too impressive currently. Is the Dryad slow enough?
This Keeper needs to go home. He could actually double detonate the blades and staff the Keeper home.
He needs repair, gets repair. And it's impressive how much he gets done with just the 5 supply hero.
Yeah, Shadow should be getting very close to level 3 here. It's always a great timing to like creep the merchant now because it became day recently and then you have the healing scroll available, which you definitely need usually. Demon gets to spoil the beast. This guy's hating life right now, just like Primo when he didn't get his favorite Ken Barbie toy.
He wanted the car so bad, but no.
The car.
There could be a timing for a big Hunter's push, but okay, since he's going Dryads, yeah, that Scroll of the Beast is kind of out the window. And bears have Roar anyway, so that Scroll of the Beast is absolutely useless. Will be traded. We got the first orb. We're getting bears. On the other side, Raiders online. Levels are good.
A player's forces are
And
under
Lin
attack.
seems in full control.
That's scary. He left the Sentry Rod on the ground for a bit, but yeah, Blade not with quite enough mana here to do anything about it.
The town is under siege.
Serpent Words level 2. Welcome to the Snake Dome.
Okay. How venomous is that gonna be? Well, for now, the venom is on the Night Elf side with the Orb and the Dryads. Moonjuice is looking okay, but it's also daytime. This will drain a lot. Trading out. Couple of hunts here. This is good experience. Free supply for bears, but he also needs the time for bears. Resources are really limited. Now Rejuve is coming in. Cannot be dispelled at the moment.
Yeah, there's no mana. What a sick timing though to show up here with so many Serpent Words. When he had it level 2. He knows that it's free Bear Master, but finally Master completed now. ReMinD needs to kill the Serpent Words.
Yeah. It's good
They're doing a
experience.
lot.
It's good experience. Demon Hunter's doing a decent job in burning, so he doesn't need too many wisps. The Engine of War was soaking up time. Blade Master finally 3 and the bears are out. That Kodo Beast is already 8-1. Treants are blocking the way. Must continue, must continue. Demon Hunter has an Invo Potion, will survive. Bear is back. Dryads are doing a good job, and maybe Lin is overstaying his welcome here if he doesn't get the kill. ReMinD getting a little greedy, but Invo Potion is around as well, and the Raider dies for this.
This is looking like a hole here. Demon is to be careful. Wait for the next bear. Coming out with 250 mana plus, so that's double Rejuve available immediately.
Can he get more Dryad shots out to slow this grunt down even more? I don't think he even necessarily has to. Should do. Man, ReMinD has some mercy with these herd grunts. Or he doesn't. Mercy is sold out.
Yeah, in Warcraft 3. How many times have you seen Happy shown mercy?
He's a merciless god.
0. And actually, ReMinD just so confident after this hold here. He's like, oh, I can just counter attack and win. Like, every bear that comes in just can use double Rejuve on whatever's low.
Is that
Yes, half of preservation.
GG? ReMinD takes it just like that. And we do go full distance. The prophet has spoken prior to this game. And he was right once again.
Are you talking about yourself at the third person?
Because I felt like it. I deserve this after this week, I think.
Interesting game here. Seemed like Lin actually had a really good early. ReMinD was not able to put the thumb on as much as you like on AZ. Honestly, losing the Archer at the beginning was a big deal and a pretty big mistake. Lin again gets away with a lot, was playing it very safe, and then came in with a scary timing with the heal scroll. The one mistake was he didn't pay attention to his Shaman mana enough. He needed to save more mana on the Shaman to have more dispel against the Rejuve coming in than after. The Rejuve completely swung that around. And ReMinD again, able to play the bears, the thing that he likes most, it seems, in this matchup.
Yeah, it looks really good. Like, there's no real solution to the bears yet, as long as you have some crowd control with Entangle and Dryads to take out the Kodos so they don't eat your supply, and I don't know. It looked pretty good.
It looked like a good timing at first, but the thing is, if bears can get, you know, even close to having master, and then they come out with 250 mana, it's so like you need to make sure you have exactly enough purges to deal with them, because the Rejuve, like, you know, you can just pull units back, spam this Rejuve, heal everything, save everything, and then it's just too difficult for Lin to actually win the fight. So game didn't quite play out how he wanted it to play, but it was Amazonia, you know, very specific map, different than everything else. And now we're headed to the neutral grounds, so to speak, in that it's the last map of Northern Isle.
Can you guys imagine ReMinD winning this year and kicking out Lin out of DreamHack? That would be an insane story. And we're not going into a break. We won't let you wait. We just want more action. We just want this decision. Who's gonna make it top 4 alongside 120 and Focus? Lin is one of the players who could become a 2-time champion. Just like 120, just like Moon and Lawlight. But not if he fails here right now. Oh man, stakes are high. I'm not even sure if ReMinD expected to get 2 wins off of this. I don't think anybody expected ReMinD to get 2 maps off of this. And all of a sudden, he's just 1 map away. Northern Isles, any specifics about this matchup on this map, Remo, as last closing words before we jump in?
Again, the standard should be expected here. Keeper, Blade Master. Without a Keeper, it's pretty hard to level here. Even with a Keeper, it's going to be hard. We saw fast level 2 on the Keeper before, and level 3 not too long behind that. Here, it's going to be much easier for Lin to take the momentum on his side and be the aggressor and make life difficult for the Night Elf.
D-Day, let's go. We see Lin in the bottom left-hand side, World Cyber Games champion of 2011. And in the upper right-hand side, the World Cyber Games champion of 2010. ReMinD. 2 gods clashing once again. Who's gonna come out on top?
Let's see those hero choices here. For both of them. Because there's so many mind games going into this, especially when it's 2-2. Like, you have to think about what is the opponent most likely to do? And it's a Keeper again against the Blade Master. So super standard from both sides. We might have like a more normal game. There's a chance that actually happened. It did before on Conceal Hill, and I thought ReMinD did pretty well that game. It was the attacks that I think were not executed the best necessarily, and that was when he started struggling after the first one was defended. I think maybe like with how many camps there was left on his side of the map, and with how quickly he went into tier 3, he should have maybe tried to go for 80 supply and +3 attack and crapped a bunch.
A player's force.
Because like there was still his fountain on the right side on the map as well. There's always this one chance you get a true shot, which I mean would just be the most absurd item to have with this full range army.
Yeah, or just build a bottom, get another orb. I mean, the power spike of ReMinD on that map wasn't peaking yet. I totally agree. It was a little too aggressive, even though he said in all the interviews that he wants to calm down a bit. It's not the playstyle that's working anymore. I gotta adapt to the more passive style. But hey, we got Sonic in Europe as well, who made a top 8 run with the aggressive style. But even Sonic is learning that to a degree these days. I am very impressed that ReMinD, for the most part, is playing this straight up. I expected a lot of shenanigans, maybe even talons, you know, just tricks and cheats. And that's absolutely not the case. Feels like he's very confident in his skills already.
Yeah. I mean, it's really hard to cheese. Like, Mass Tier 1 would never work against Lin. You can't go Hippo Riders. It is.
Did you
In
try?
itself. I mean, I've seen some people try. And try myself.
Are they still on this earth or?
Attack.
No.
Thought so. Yeah, just vanished after that. Yeah.
They're not around to tell the story anymore. ReMinD, I mean, playing the way he is with the bears and everything, that's in itself kind of a cheese in that not many people do it. It's still very awkward to counter. But yeah, we're gonna have level 2 against level 2. That grunt getting caught, kind of annoying. Very important to get the deny when that happens. We'll see if Lin can land that. It's criting like crazy.
He puts him, yeah, Lin's Sane Sword, we know that. He gets, oh man, Lin is so patient. Gets 2 important last hits by just waiting a little longer. And he puts some great damage. Whoa!
He's gonna get the stuff. He needs the stuff.
No. Did he get it? Nobody got it. He had no resources, I think. But man,
he's taking so much damage.
After 4 games of not going for an AP, maybe Lin is thinking No. Lin keeps on confirming this, of course, because Lin is Lin. A lot of other orcs would have probably thought, okay, he's never going for this AP. He never did that 4 games. Why would he do that in the 5th game? But that's why Lin is so good, because he just knows.
Yeah, not getting the staff is super annoying for the keeper. You would have loved to already be there.
Forces are under attack.
And now I guess the burrow is going to be the target at the front here. Keeper having a dust is dangerous because Blade, you know, sometimes you can overextend easily here.
Oh, I think ReMinD rooted too early. Can only attack this bear. Okay, now going for the burrow. Did some damage to this Voodoo Lounge, but I don't think it's necessarily the best target. It keeps on creeping.
Ooh, and Sentry Ward actually gets rid of one of the archers. You're very well done.
Oh, nice.
And this AP hasn't done much.
Illusions. They forced some lumber off of Lin, but that's pretty much it. He still gets the lodge, still gets the upgrade, still gets the second hero.
Yes, so there's some entangles to work with. You might want to wait for second hero to really target hard on the blade though, with acid bomb ideally.
It seems like after all, he is taking care of that shop. Lin is rebuilding it, gives it up. Keeps on chasing the keeper around as he's waiting for the tier 2. These were, of course, little resources going into that AP that ReMinD didn't spend before, so he is a little slower on the tech. So how much can he prevent the Shadowhunter creeping is the question.
Let's see, Sentinel used. The keeper is under assault now. We had Hex first. He could have used Cloak of Shadow. Oh my god, if he didn't TP now, he would die for sure.
Ooh, close.
He could have used Cloak of Shadow immediately. Oh, but there's the Sentry Ward above this, which he might have seen with the Sentinel or something. Or maybe he remembered.
Player's forces are under
I don't know if he was in range, but couldn't quite risk it.
Nice save by Lin here with the speed scroll. Grunt intact, Grunt alive. And ReMinD is still on one base. He's going on one hero. He's going Demon Hunter again. He's going Loris again. So, yeah, why not? Stick to what worked twice.
Yeah, he seems to really understand what's important here in order to achieve the win, which is like just make sure you don't take bad fights before you get a bunch of bears, spike, get orb also whenever you can. Actually, as I say that, there's no tier 3. Just double lore, there's a chance we see a bunch of dryads maybe being made.
Ooh.
Definitely would be quite wild.
I mean, they can't get Purge. They get rid of Lightning Shield. Lin was almost blasphemic saying he loses a grunt to creeps, but that would never happen to him, of course.
Hopefully not. It would be pretty bad. Keeper gets level 3. And Blade immediately pulls back as the Keeper moves in position. Why is he even going across the map? The Ancient of War is ready at the expo.
Change of mind, I guess. Oh, the scouting of Lin. Shadowhunter is in range as I think the damage for ReMinD is not just there yet. He sees the blade. Good intuition by ReMinD again, but without an acid bomb, it's so hard to focus this high armor hero.
Yeah, there is dust here,
player's forces
but
are
ReMinD not overcommitting. Okay, the Ancient of War gets engaged into, so he's gonna move back up there for the safer creep.
And it feels like a little bit of wasted time in the middle of the game for ReMinD, just like on CH.
Yeah, I think a little greedy to go to center, especially against the Blade Master that definitely had mana to be stalking him. Finds evasion, feels bad, man.
Yeah, great on a Demon Hunter whose passive skill is evasion. Another AP for ReMinD. Do you check for it that late in the game?
Probably not. There's a chance the unit walks by and then he sees it. It's during day, so there's a bit of extra vision, but I don't think he's seeing it right now. Blade trying to get out here. There's the entangle. He's gonna staff immediately after. Super well done by Lin.
So fast. He found some time, found some space, gets the Shadowhunter close to level 3. ReMinD greedy, going for the Overseer. That boy takes a while to die. And he has to abandon this spot again, which leaves easy bounty for Lin, possibly. Still no tier 3 for ReMinD.
Yeah, I don't think he's going tier 3. I think the plan is just to mass dryads here. Take control of the map in the center, get the item. Yeah, that's gonna be a sell, Scourge Bone Chime, and you should get the invuln. No, it's already gone. There's the second scroll coming up in the shop very soon. Maybe you should get that.
Has an invul, exactly. No mana anymore to go into Windwalk. Demon Hunter in trouble. Is their staff ready? Yes, it is. Potion as well. But if there's a purge, whoo, in the initial second of the purge, you can't be staffed. So that was dangerous. Poison damage is stacking up on the grunts, but Lin, even though it's only level 1, always has a heal wave ready.
Those drives were really fast, actually. Dispelling all of the speed scroll. Shadowhunter almost level 3. The AP will get set up in the main base.
Is he eating through the trees? Come out on the left-hand side? No, right? No, that makes
That would
no
be
sense.
funny. Get the main base. There's an AP just rooted there next to the lodge.
No Nature's Blessing. Lin with an expansion again at 2¾ So we have a distraction in the main with an AP. But I guess what's there to lose, really? Killing the shop will take forever. ReMinD is pushing for the base while Lin has his expansion up. No counter expo. And no tier 3. This is pretty much all in for ReMinD. If he's not doing critical damage to Lin right now, he's running away with a double base.
Yeah, I think this AP could provide extra damage if ReMinD manages to kite all the way up there where it is. Demon going in, there's staff back up, double healing scrolls available for ReMinD. This attack has to win the game for him, or at least do a lot of damage.
Absolutely. This is almost an all-in. The AP doesn't help too much, but if it takes out the shop over time and prevents clarities and mana potions for the second time, that might be fine. And I'm rhyming here, Jesus, not even intended. Demon Hunter has a really hard time. Oh, the Demolisher is getting blocked. Oh no, what a big investment. That would have been so much damage. I mean, it's good damage anyway, but wait a minute, 39 supply only. Demon Hunter's still going strong. He's killing one shaman after the next, and then in the end, it's going to be Entangle galore. Can he break out? There's an invul. Can save the Blade Master once, but ReMinD has a 20 supply lead.
Oh my god, he might be doing this.
This is happening. Is he rebuilding at the
level 2 about to reload here. Demon could get staffed at the last second. He has the potion that he can transfer as well. He's going to transfer that to the demon. Lin running out of units here. Yes, he has the expo up, but he just didn't have enough units because he went for that expo and fortified it as well.
Oh, it happened to him so many times that he thought this game is safe and he expanded, and then he wasn't. Engine of War is trying to tear that down. More burrows are falling, which is not the worst thing. He has still some supply, but now Lin can't really reach his shop anymore. Shadowhunter has to go, but he also has to save this Blade Master in a bit. Shaman, one focus fire, and they basically die. He needs Lin's Sane Sword in a second. Level 3 on the Demon Hunter. I can't believe my eyes.
The demon's going to have to be staff keepers a little far. He can't get close enough. He's bugged by his own Dryads. Oh my god. He barely sneaks in and gets the save. Headhunter will move in there. Probably gets attacked if ReMinD realizes.
Yeah. Lin in the ropes, but he's not out. ReMinD lost a lot of supply in that dive, and Lin doesn't crumble under the pressure. Barracks still up. Beastery was taken out. Did he rebuild it? No, just a second Drax on the right-hand side.
Yeah, ReMinD going into bears is super smart here now as well. Because he had enough lumber for it. He's like, okay, I've done enough damage. Down to 2 units. Maybe mass Dryads will make it hard to push effectively and have enough healing as well. But going into bears makes a lot of sense here. And look at this demon. What a bro. Bringing 2 clarities to the keeper.
One for you, one for me. Oh, Lin trying to save this barracks until the Demolisher comes out. He gets it, but again, such an unfortunate position. Can he dive for it? He's trying to. He's trying to. He gets it again.
Unreal.
ReMinD can do this. ReMinD can still do this. Supply gap is closing pretty rapidly. But the pendulum swings to the right-hand side. Takes out the beastery again. Oh no, don't tell me this Demolisher is coming out to the bottom left. Oh.
Yeah, and Lin's out of position because he's trying to deal with the Ancient Protector in his main base. He's not even there. That expo is gonna be bridged here in a second.
Reju, so good. Master training is ready in a bit, and then we got Siege Bears. Night Elf tier 3 is kicking in, and I don't know if Lin has the weapons to defend it.
ReMinD has no town portal. Maybe some hero target could be the way, but
yeah.
There's enough Reju that, you know, it shouldn't be that clear cut. Goes for a bear.
Wow, 144 crit. This is the way. finally, the 4th Demolisher is bringing the heat. And ReMinD has to pull back.
ReMinD doesn't care about heat, man. You know, actually, ReMinD can sleep almost anywhere. He's one of those guys, like, you know, he'll sit on a bus, and then you're talking to him, then you just look away, you look back at him, and then he's like just asleep.
Well, maybe your conversation was just boring for him.
Dog. He has an on and off switch.
But he
I wish I
shouldn't
had
hit that switch now. That's for sure. Oh yeah, I would love to have that as well, man.
He's gonna
He's
hit that
blessed.
switch on Lin, man.
That would be quite something. So, with
A
the
player's
bestiary
forces are
out,
under attack.
he got it back. But there's no Kodo Beast out, and won't be for a little bit. Can the bears overwhelm Lin?
Mana Stone picked up.
Not bad at all.
There's the dust.
But not enough damage, right? Oh. Alright, there's potions.
Oh, there's no tower now here anymore. He has to fight. Lin probably doesn't want to fight, but he has to.
Okay.
Demon got Hex, but that was dispelled instantly. Rejuve being used.
Yeah, he needs a lot of rejuve and get out of the shaman range to not be dispelled. This is a tricky situation. Lin is kind of close to his shop. Bear in the back. Demolisher is doing quite some damage, especially with the Dryads moving in. Kodo gets a big snack at the start of this fight. Now he's targeting the shaman. Has to take him out. Blade.
Blade Master. Okay, he had the invuln. He needs to use the salve immediately, but he doesn't.
Lin is going
Shadowrunner is doing a good job keeping a lot of those units alive. But Kodo getting targeted. He's gonna free a bear as well in the backline.
Crit! ReMinD has the bolt. If Lin crits one more time, but there's Entangle can't attack. Gets the Demon Hunter out now.
That was the Trojan horse. Kodo right here. The bear was hiding inside on purpose. Set me free. And ReMinD